Certified Real, back with another video. And today I'm gonna be talking about, as a Pisces, why would a Pisces feel better off single? Now I'm gonna break it down to y'all, but first I want to give a shout out to all my fellow Pisceans out there. Gang, you already know we in the build done. Also want to give a shout out to all my two-twos and my three-threes and my two-two-twos and my three-three-threes and my seven-seven-sevens. And shout out to any other angelical numerical numbers that I may forgot to mention. But yeah, that I may forgot to mention. So yeah, when we get into this topic, you guys, I want to talk about different reasons why people may feel this way. Now, according to a forum that I was reading earlier today, a lot of people felt like they were too loving. And I'm reading off the comments here as to what people were saying, okay? Some people, and these is all Pisces that was saying this, okay? Just to be exact. So let me see. Someone said yes because we are too loving, and no because we are too, well, they basically said the same damn thing. But yeah. So a lot of people saying true. Welcome, Angel, hope I'm saying name right. Angel Marley, welcome. And then another Pisces said, yes, 100%. We are so deep that nobody can understand us. Now, I would say, just to answer those questions, that yeah, it can happen, but I wouldn't want to say, I wouldn't want to think that, yeah, that's something to be proud of. You wouldn't want to say, yeah, that you would like to be that way, forever. See, welcome, Misty, lovely, welcome. How you doing today? I'm doing all right. Yeah, it just been a lot going on as far as me being curious about the Gemini that I was talking to. I was kind of stuck in my thoughts because I came across this one old YouTuber and I was watching his channel, and he wasn't really talking about signs much on his channel, but he did speak about the Gemini woman and Pisces man. So I just found it interesting that I forgot the name of his channel though, but it was just interesting that he basically was in the same thought, he was in the same mind frame as me, kind of, where he was saying things like he didn't think it was a compatibility between Gemini females and Pisces males, but he was according to his comments in his on his channel, people were saying that it was a match. But it's not a match. I wouldn't say, okay, everybody got a different experience, okay? So I factor in that. I think it could work. I just think that you really have to do the work to make it work. So it's almost like, I don't think it's going to be something that is going to be an easy breezy, beautiful cover girl type of experience. I just think that it's going to take a lot of, different talks, different, because you got to understand that both, for instance, a Gemini woman and a Pisces man, they just got different love languages. They don't, put it like this, they don't approach the same situations, in the same element. One is, being water sign, one being an air sign. So it's a lot of miscommunication that can happen. And also the simple fact that the Gemini woman can have troubles with, you know, respecting a Pisces man boundaries because she simply just doesn't see them. See, and then you gotta understand. Oh yeah, I appreciate that, Misty. Yeah, everybody, hit the like button, to grow, to continue to grow the channel. Sub if you haven't, I would appreciate it. So yeah, that's the thing with Gemini women, they don't always see a Pisces boundaries, okay? Because you gotta understand that if if it comes down to it, the Gemini just likes to, that's how they make sense of what, of what they are up against is by just simply talking. And that's how they reason, how they, understand themselves and others is through, constant talking, speaking, just and sometimes with the Pisces is like they can feel, overwhelmed by the Gemini, need to continue to, speak while they're trying to, meditate, isolate, or just chill. So a Pisces might feel like a Gemini woman is doing too much, especially when they can't settle down or they can't, be quiet for, whatever the reason, whatever the reason is. Because with Gemini, what I begin to realize, and it's like, that's what made me change my mind because I was like, damn, I didn't really necessarily leave the door open. But you guys remember as a Pisces, that's one of our bad traits is that we tend to cut people off and then we find one thing that's something that we really miss, or maybe it was just, one or two things that we just missed about that person. But then remember, I said once you close the door on something, you have to, keep it shut because the intuition said so. So it's like if you override your intuition and forget why you cut the person off to begin with, sometimes you could think like, yo, I missed this person, or you might just miss one or two things, but you got to be careful doing that because you can open, it's almost like opening a realm of demons that you've already expelled, already you have let go, only to let them come back. See, they come back with the same energy, and it's almost like they come off with the worst energy because now you gonna understand like a lot of people, not just Geminis, but when you cut somebody off, could you imagine giving them another chance? It's almost like you would be asking for it almost because that person would still be pissed off to the core, to where the minute or the chance they will get to speak back to you again, they're gonna they're gonna unload on you. So it's like you can't assume. Like I understand the feeling of, damn, let's say you really like the person. Like I say, if you can only think of one or two things out of 10 things, and here's the biggest giveaway. Have they reached out to you? See? And if the answer is no, even if they did, it's still not worth it. If you slam the door shut on someone, cut them off, you don't want to rebuild that bridge for them to come back only to do the same thing, if not worse. Let me see. Angel Marley said, I don't get along with Gemini. I find they're very obsessive over Pisces, girls and males. Yeah, I agree. And it's like they only, well, I will say, I'm not gonna say they only, but sometimes they only want to figure us out. If anything, it's not so much what a person would think. Sometimes a Gemini just wants to figure out someone that's mysterious and just to find out, why they are built that way. Because that was something that I had to understand about Geminis, as they want to know things. Sometimes it's not for the same reasons that you would think they would want to know. For it's like, oh, you just want to know how I work, how I'm wired, and then once you figure me out, you start showing the same behavior of which I cut you off, to begin with. It's like the Gemini, I guess with my situation, I I mean, I was getting headaches. I was, a lot of things was happening, but I'm not, just to be honest with you guys, I did like her. It wasn't like I hated her or anything. I did like her. Even after knowing that she was a Gemini, I still liked her. But it was like the only thing that threw me for a loop was that I think I liked her a little too much to where she started talking to me like in a disrespectful way to where, Geminis, the problem is that they test you a lot, and then it's like they'll test you if you come off weak, then they really would like turn, they really would show you that mean streak or that mean side for no reason to where I started getting in like really getting upset because I was like, yo, I really like you when you being now you done flipped and now you done flipped the switch on me and now you're being mean towards me, being extra, like bitchy. I'm like, where is this energy coming from? Like, man, like we were just cool. And that's what I had the concept that I had to realize is that a Gemini doesn't want you to, how can I say, in order for them to remain the same, you can't be clingy or interested, if that makes sense. You can't show how interested you are in them because whenever they feel like something is going to, take away their freedom or let's say they want to continue to get to know other men and if you like them too much and you express it, it's like she's going to feel like, oh well, you know, I don't want you to think that I'm the only I'm the only guy. Like she's trying to make it seem like she's fully desired by every man, in other words, to where she has options, then she wants to flaunt it and make, and stunt and flex it like, oh, yeah, I can like she wants to make you feel like she's doing you a favor in so many words, like, oh, yeah, but yeah, I want to be with you, but then look who else I can talk to. You see, and it's like, especially if she put it like this, if she gets jealous and she sees something that she doesn't, didn't expect to see regarding you, far as you being with another girl or having a girlfriend or having a wife, and she finds out, there's a chance that she could try to make you jealous by having a guy, appear at the same time and with you guys about to, go out on a date. Next thing you know, a dude pulls up and you're like, yo, who is this? And it's almost like that could be somebody she's talking to on the side, but she's trying to make you jealous because she got a whiff of you having a girl or a wife or, just anything. She can come to your house, find things like, oh, who's, she might say, whose Crocs are these? Oh, are those like, oh, that's your girls? Or, she'll see something and she see this is the craziest thing. As reactive and chaotic a Gemini can be at times is that they get real upset to where they'll see something and get pissed off to where they can't chill. It's like as soon as they see something, oh, you got another B, oh, you got another girl. Why? Oh, okay. Then it's like they just get on like 0 to 100 real quick. They jump to the whole like the hostility and the violence to where they just start to like crash out, but they don't do it in a way that you could recognize it. It's like all you will notice is that their behavior changes and then they start to like act different. It's like, oh, damn, I can't tell whether or not we even feeling each other. But here's the thing with Pisces. Once Pisces sees that, and see, Pisces is very slow to, how can I say it, very slow to get upset over something like that. So a lot of times the Pisces has to like, process things, ask questions, do research, and find out the facts. A Pisces not gonna want to just, get upset just because, oh, I saw another guy with you. Because that guy could have been, anybody, a brother, a guy, could be, yeah, it could be your significant other too. But Pisces might feel like that ain't even something for them to get upset about, regardless something about you, you know. But yeah, let me see. Welcome everybody that just came in. Let me see. Tara said, I'm a Pisces with a Gemini rising. How has that been for you? Let me see. Was it is it I don't hope I don't say your name wrong, but I'm gonna just call you KS. Chick said Virgos, Taurus are controlling. Yeah, I mean Virgos, it's a different kind of controlling between Virgos and Taurus. Um, where Virgo is more critical, see, but it's almost like they can okay, I'll say this, like Virgo is a little bit more dangerous because you wouldn't see it coming. And then it's almost like they'll do things like, give you the hot and the cold treatment where they'll pull back. For instance, I was talking to a Virgo woman, just platonic friendship type of situation. And we did the text thing, here and there. And I tried to follow up and basically pursue her in such a way like, hey, well, we got each other's numbers. Why not, hang out from time to time? And then she said no, she wasn't looking for a relationship. Cool, right? Boom. But even if she tells me she's not looking for a relationship, I have to set the boundary because once, see, why I say that is because, see, sometimes when a person makes a decision, they don't understand that if we're not together, I'm not going to talk to you in such a way that gives off that we together. So it's like I'm not the type of person to, how should I say this? Like I'm not gonna text you like you my girl. If you say, oh, you're not looking for that, then whatever we were currently doing, it might end up, season to where I might not even text you at all because you already told me, you're not looking for nothing. So I'm not gonna just sit there and waste my time and just, text you. I'm not gonna fall into your friend zone text buddy. When you're bored, you just no, I'm not even gonna join that party. So she ended up not, meeting me halfway because I refuse to be the only one that texts or, reaches out. And I realized that in 2 days, I haven't really heard much from her. And that's cool. She's not my girl. It is what it is. And then on the flip side, she hasn't, said good morning, how you doing, or hasn't checked on me. And this was what the greatest test to always follow is that, and just the whole words of wisdom is that if a person really fuck with you, they're gonna call you, they're gonna text you, they're gonna check on you. Even if it's just once a day, once throughout the day, they'll make effort where they, based on how they feel about you. As I always mention that people treat you how they feel about you anyway. So if you don't hear from a person, you're not you're not their priority either. So if no one prioritizes you or feels like they, want to keep you around or just simply you could just be mere interest that you don't hear from them, that's your answer. Always see you want to believe a person's actions anyway over their words. People could say all day, I love you, and yeah, you're the greatest, and whoop de woo. But if they never come around, spend time with you, you're the only one that's always texting, or you find yourself being the only one that's texting the conversations to, basically for them to respond to where, how you doing today? How did your day go? Oh, you realize that after they answer those questions, they're not asking you how your day is going and what's going on with you. So what I mean, the reason why I'm saying all this, and mind you, this came from a Virgo. Now, this is why I said pull back, set the boundary. Okay. The boundary that was set shows her that you don't get girlfriend privileges when you already turned that situation. You said you wasn't looking for that. So you can't get mad that I decided to pull the plug and stop texting you because you're not my girlfriend. You say you wasn't looking for a relationship. Cool. See? And I'm not looking for a text buddy. So to me, you have to draw the line and pull back because the thing about it, sometimes people don't give enough time for them to actually see a person's true colors because remember I said only in silence is when you're able to see somebody's true colors, the truth. So all whole time they could be, in the facade wearing a mask like they fuck with you until you stop texting them. Soon as you stop texting and they don't reach, you don't hear a noise, not a pin drop, no more texts. That's your answer. See? So it lets you know, it not only shows you how they really feel about you, but it shows where they're only willing to deal with you at. It's almost like, oh, okay, so we only gonna be doing this is when you will only talk to me as if, I'm doing this with you on your terms. But oh, when it's F me any other way, any other, time. So boom. And that's why I love about pulling back. And people might think you're playing games, but then that would be projection. See, it's because they are. And the problem is that if you can like maintain self-control, and I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all for real. I'm not gonna leak her number, but it's in the phone that I'm actually using. So I can't show you guys the number. But yeah, I just wanted to show you the actual me leaving her on red because I'm like, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna text, oh, how'd your day go? That's stupid. Like, oh, this to continue that. No, it's stupid. And all that's gonna do, if I were to do that, that would boost her ego. She would feel, see, people appreciate that. Let me see who sent that. Appreciate the sparkles, Chaz. Yeah, and see the thing about it is that, see, people treat you, it's almost like people treat you how you basically like how you tolerate, like what you tolerate about. It's like almost if you tolerate a certain behavior, boom, a person shitting on you. And they see that, oh, you're gonna keep texting even though they're shitting on you. They're gonna even start really shitting on you to where it's almost like, oh, you're gonna keep pursuing me after there's nothing else that that you're gonna get from me. You got to be careful because this shows you how manipulative a person really is. It shows you how manipulative they are. And then it's almost like you don't get this type of knowledge by asking questions. Like people aren't going to just open up and just be transparent and tell you how they really are. It's not going to happen. So only way you can, gauge this is by simply, just stop, just freeze to where once you freeze, now you could see the true nature of a person and how they're wired. It's basically, you can also see what they're thinking about because not like you can physically see what they're thinking about, but it's almost like now you can see how their mind is thinking because why would a person stop a routine or stop a progression of just conversation, and that they're looking for you to text back, and all they're doing is saying, okay, damn, he didn't text. Damn, he didn't text none today. I'm not texting him. I'm not going to be the only one texting him. Oh, he didn't text again. Oh, damn, now it's Tuesday, whatever day it is. Oh, damn, he still didn't text back. See, it's like that person still wants to talk to you, but by them refusing to do those simple things of saying hello and you're the one doing it, shows you shows you it's a selfish thing going on, that that person has tried to put you in a box regarding them. So that's why I say that the friend zone is a place where a woman will put you in. It's almost like uh, I like to say, a pool full of folks that you absolutely have no idea are there too. And you guys are all swimming in the same pool with no way out because the friend zone it's a place where it might be 30 guys in there swimming around. And all I'm saying, use your imagination as I give these examples. A bunch of guys swimming around with no exit. and they're all trying to get this person's time. They're trying to get out of the pool only to keep slipping right back into the same pool. So these type of guys that, a woman throws in that friend zone pool, these guys, they never get any ass. Like, they never get the woman in bed. They never get her in that very thing that they want to get out that pool for. And it's a cycle that just, until you realize that it's a game to be in a friend zone of a woman, because this is the thing. It's like saying, no, I don't want you, right? And then all of a sudden you keep pursuing. Boom. She doesn't know what to do with you, but oh, okay, well, hey, here's your pass, and there's the friend zone, and you know, either she's gonna push you in there or you're gonna end up volunteering to go in there. But this is the thing. The friend zone is designed for you not to it's designed for you to go in and never come back. And that's the truth. And then it's like you could be texting her, blowing her phone up, letting her hold your ear for nothing. See, it's a game, bro. And the men do it to women too. And that's the thing, is we call this pump faking. Pump faking is like when you pretend like you're gonna do something, but you never follow through on it. It's like, oh, we'll hang out. Oh, actually, you want to meet me at the bar for drinks, and then all of a sudden she's like, yeah, I'm on my way now. And then maybe the dude has a girlfriend or baby mama, and he's just trying to spin the girl off, have her go to the damn venue, and he's not even on his way. See, that's what we call a pump fake. Appreciate that, butterfly, Angel. And all I'm saying is, I'm not hating on it. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm not saying like that it's bad. I mean, I'm not saying it's good. All I'm saying is that people have boxes with labels on them. So it's almost like, do I want to just be another, you know, item that gets, a person that gets put in a box that you've already set for others? Now, I do believe in manifestations. I do believe that you can actually manifest yourself into a situation that maybe she hasn't, she may have not even, even thought about. I believe in those moments, but then that would mean that you would really have to desire this person. So that would be a different story. Now, another thing is the fact that let me see here. Let me see here. Tara said, Pisces and Geminis are the only ones in astrology that are dual signs. I mean, yeah, with the Gemini, I feel like the dual signs is something that a lot of people they don't pay attention to. Like, for instance, people think when they're dealing with a Pisces, they're just dealing with just one, one thing. See, because they don't understand that the fish, see, the way a Pisces says something and then does something different. That's because of the duality. See, so it's like a Pisces could say, I'm gonna come to work, every day on time at 7, and then they're always late. See, it's almost because like a Pisces might say, okay, you know what the craziest thing is? A Pisces doesn't forget what they said. It's just now they feel like doing something different. As, yeah, I said that on Monday because I was in a good mood. Then okay, Tuesday comes and now I'm not really feeling that vibe that I was feeling Monday. So I'm probably gonna flake. I'm probably gonna be wishy-washy because now I feel something different. But I'm gonna tell you, the reason why the Pisces feel something different is because somebody moved funny. See, it could be the, conversation that was following up, with it. Maybe more people got involved that weren't near it, when the Pisces planned it. Somebody had to do something different or just start moving real funny and awkward for the Pisces to feel emotionally uncomfortable to back out. See, it's almost like, well, if you make plans with me and you by yourself and I'm by myself, I'm gonna be like, yeah, cool, cool. If I want to go, yeah, yeah, we can go to the movie theater and watch them get a movie together and get us a bite to eat. Cool. But then, oh, by the way, my cousin Shalonda coming and her boyfriend, and they gonna and they nephew, they coming with us. Nah, I ain't doing all that, fam. Nah, I'm good, bro. Well, it's just me and my cup. You know, Bimbo, and look, I'm not going nowhere with a crowd because now you messing up the whole vibe. See, it's almost like it might be more stuff. The Pisces might just want to chill, don't want to have all these folks messing up the mood, messing up the whole vibe because it wasn't, the Pisces didn't expect this to be a 5, 6 head type of, ordeal. And then that's why people, they say, oh, you just controlling and you just want things to be your way. And it's like, no, it's not even that. Think about it. You planned this with me. Now at the last minute, you telling me how all these other people coming too. I don't, because the thing with Pisces, see, anytime a Pisces don't want to be bothered, it's almost like those people that you bring along with you usually are there to start shit with that Pisces. Like you gonna get into it with them folks, and Pisces knows ahead of time that it ain't gonna work, bro. Because my mood right now, I'm in a chill space, in a chill bubble, and I know that anybody that make me feel like it ain't gonna be a chill experience, I'm gonna say something. See, I'm gonna say something, and this is how Geminis feel. Geminis feel when they want to chill, they know they mouth gonna say something, and it's gonna be like, dog, you done went too far, or you gonna end up, really saying something that's gonna really hurt somebody or really get somebody going. So it's almost like even when a Gemini don't want to be bothered, they can get in the same type of thing that a Pisces can get. Like their temperament can, they can get real hyped up, argumentative just because they trying to, keep the peace within themselves in the environment. Now, and I'm gonna tell you the craziest thing why Pisces doesn't like other people to attend when they want it to just be them and another person is because a Pisces that mood of which that Pisces feel, it can literally affect the whole room. See, so if a Pisces like, man, I don't feel like being bothered, then that can jump onto somebody else and they don't feel like being bothered, and they are reacting to the Pisces energy. See, because the Pisces already said, I ain't want to be bothered, I want to be alone now. Everybody else feel it, and now everybody else feel the same. See, so that's why a Pisces be like, no, I don't want nobody coming along. Because if you ever notice, when a Pisces in a good mood, and they be like, yeah, yeah, your cousin, yeah, they can all come. Your friends can come. Then it's like I noticed the difference that everybody that come be having a good time too. But it's like you could tell they be going off of your energy. And I hate that because a lot of times people like to feed on your energy, even if you're not in a good mood. They would try to compete with their mood. It's like they'll try to compete and be like, "Oh, I ain't in the mood today. I ain't playing around." And you like, bro, I already felt like that first, and then y'all ass is gonna come here with that energy, and now I feel like I'm competing with your mood. Like it's like either way, people try to dominate moods, and Cancer be doing this too. Cancer is really good at trying to steal the show regarding, having the worst mood in the room. And it's like, man, based on how I feel, it's not a competition, bro. I just don't want to be bothered. And it's like people really try to, I don't want to be bothered either. I don't even know what you're talking. It's like, bro, come on, you just feeding off my energy, bro. Like you just feeding off of you just copying me, and it's almost like you ain't even have to come. I didn't even want you to come. See, but sometimes a Pisces feel like they're talking to themselves. So it's almost like that's why Pisces just 10 steps ahead. I ain't going. Cause a Pisces be knowing, and y'all ain't gonna do nothing but piss me off, and then I'm gonna want to leave. Why would I wait for this shit to happen exactly the way that I saw it happen, the way I saw it, it to unravel? I might as well leave. I might as well not even start. Don't even go. So sometimes you find that your Pisces friend wouldn't even just go for you, bro. It's already he already know he gonna end up getting into it with one of your people or somebody there, and he already know he gonna end up leaving anyway. He just trying to save the time, save the gas, save the bad experience just all together. Now, now the difference is with Gemini, Gemini will still go. See, like even if they in a bad mood, they'll still go because in a Gemini mind, they gonna talk to you. See, they gonna talk to you whether it's good or bad, but they gonna let you know because in their mind because they always have to say something anyway. So a lot of times, even if Gemini is screaming and yelling and cussing and just doing it, they're gonna do all of that. And that to me, that's exhausting for a Pisces to do that. A Pisces be like, hell no, it ain't even worth me yelling and screaming at folks. It ain't that I can't do it. It's just I don't even want myself to get just get drained and overwhelmed, screaming and yelling at folks all night. But Gemini will be like, they feel like they have to. I'm gonna cuss you out. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna get all in your face and tell you about yourself. Now, here's the thing, the difference. One thing about Gemini that's I would say most people misunderstand about Geminis is that Gemini don't bite their tongue when they are, basically telling you something. So think of a Gemini friend like somebody that would tell you about yourself, even if you don't like it. See, because this is a Gemini will speak their mind and tell you something of how they see you doing something right in the moment. And it could be the darn truth, but it could really piss you off because it's the truth. And it's almost like the way they tell you it is almost like they can make it seem like they been knowing you for some time, if that makes sense, by how they say it to you, which can make a Pisces piss the fuck off because a Pisces will say, look, bro, like don't double talk to me because listen, a Gemini could be like trying to play mediate, therapist or mediator. And then they'd be like, oh, I heard about you and Tyrone and then how y'all got into it. And yeah, Tyrone, he do be doing this. So it's like he or she could be like making it seem like, oh, they agree with you in some sort of way. Like, oh yeah, Tyrone do be tripping though. He do be on 10 and doing too much. And then when y'all get into it, she will flip the tables and be like, oh yeah, see, now that's the thing. Tyrone did say you do be doing too much, like trying to flip it, like, oh, but you were just talking about Tyrone. So don't sit here and try to tell me some shit about how Tyrone feel about me, but you ain't say this when you was trying to get on my side. See? So then sometimes a Pisces can put you on literally put you on Tyrone's side and be like, F both of y'all. Like, hey, since you want to take his side, then okay, you just as clumsy and ugly and whoop-de-woo as him. So, now I don't look at y'all separately when y'all doing the same behavior. So sometimes a Gemini can just call themselves just, trying to tell you how the behavior they see is the same behavior you know, that they heard from Tyrone, letting him tell it about you. They could be like, oh yeah, see Tyrone, that now I see why you and Tyrone got into it. Cause you don't know how to woo, and you running your mouth and doing stuff and thinking this. And that's the thing. What Pisces doesn't want to do is confrontation, bro. Does not want to go that back and forth stuff. Cause this is a danger zone where Pisces will literally beat you the fuck up, bro. Like if a Pisces get into that moment where they already doing this, bro. See, the one fish going in one direction, the other fish going the opposite direction, only to not be able to leave one another. Remember I said until a Pisces get the Piscean fam, and this funny thing is a Pisces can be straight faced, not even looking like they mad or nothing. If you start running your mouth, Gemini, and you start just man, you just start double talking and just tap dancing with your gums and shit. We gonna knock your grill out and put it in a glass of water No, I'm just playing. But no, for real, we gon' literally. It's just you got to be careful because when a Pisces in that moment, Pisces thinking about two things. Man, what this person is, shut the hell up talking to me. That's the first thing. Then a Pisces, the second thing a Pisces is thinking is escape. See, how can I escape? How can I get the F out of here? Get away from this person. This person won't shut up. See? And the Pisces be like, look, man. A Pisces be like, look, I'm not playing with you, bro. Would you shut up talking to me? That's the first warning. But Gemini, oh, you ain't. No, I ain't gonna shut the hell talking. What you talking to? Oh, that thing, you will watch your mouth. Woo-de-woo. But the Pisces will literally, like, cause you understand Pisces, for you, first off, the mood, okay? The mood is like a frequency. A Pisces can feel their mood just like they get in that mood, bro. And then a Pisces get the raise. It's like they get the adjusting they see. They get the step moving up a little bit. And I'm telling you, you say something, a Pisces be like, as I done this so many times. Like I remember, I told y'all the story about my one Pisces friend back in high school. He kept talking and the only reason I hit him because he said something to me that he did not do. And then he brought it up. I told him, bro, I said, bro, stop talking to me about that shit, bro. I said, do not bring that shit up about them dudes and stuff and how you thought I got hold by these dudes. I said, bro, you need to stay out of that shit because you was not there and you did not help. So don't even mention that because that right there, that little information pissed me off. The fact he didn't help me, supposed to be my friend, and he was a Pisces. I said, bro, don't even bring that shit up, bro. And then all right, cool, I'm gonna let it go, woo to woo. Man, he brought that shit up again. We was walking home from school, and he was laughing about it like, bro, you let them dudes talk to you like that. Bro, I'm like, bro, I was by myself. It's four dudes literally talking crazy like they was ready to fight. I said, bro, of course I didn't say nothing. That would have been dumb. They would have jumped me. Like, come on, bro. He like, man, but the way you was talking though, I said, I fought him in this shit, bro. Like, didn't even see it coming, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, bro, you could be doing all that talking shit. A Pisces been to kick you in your damn throat, bro. Like, they will literally go in on your shit, like, bro. And then it's like once they done whooped you, it's like now they like the Pisces, like I told you, man, like, bro, shut the up, like, bro. I don't care about what you think. Like, you keep talking, fam. I keep telling you, I don't give a damn what you saying, fam. And that's what the Pisces do to end the cycle, bro. Like you get pause put on you. Now, if you a female, it's different. Because a Pisces ain't gonna hit no female, but a Pisces will do is ignore your ass. And see, a Pisces get to a point where you talking, no response. Then a Pisces be like, okay, I'm put these earbuds in, bloop. Put their little Apple earbuds in, bloop. Then they just looking, or if you got Android, you put them things, little buds, boop. And then if you put your hand, you do something like to try to make that Pisces pissed off or do something, bro, you might get a cup of juice thrown at your ass. Yep, that can happen. Like I knew a Taurus man, actually was my father. He was messing with my damn mom about some stuff when I was little. And man, my mom had some grits on the damn stove, and she threw them shits at his ass, bro. Like hot grits on your fucking face, bro. She threw that shit at him like not playing, fam. Like, and she was literally calm as a damn turkey, bro. She wasn't saying nothing, doing nothing, wasn't trying to engage or like she wasn't even arguing. Dude just came in there on that, just, how Tauruses are. Bro came in there on that bullshit, bro. And she was literally like, look, don't talk to me right now. I'm not in the mood. I'm not finna play with you. Whoop-de-woo. And dude kept on insisting and hot grits on his face, bro. That's the stuff I'm talking about. Like little stuff that a Pisces really don't be want to do you like that. But see, a Pisces, when you keep playing and trying and pushing, that's what can happen. And like I say, I done seen times too where you can get something thrown at you. That's another Pisces. How should I say it? It could be in the Pisces arsenal to throw stuff now, because I remember I was driving, right? Crazy story. I'm driving and I'm literally, bro, I shit y'all, I didn't even do nothing, bro. I was just coming home from work and I was at a red light and somebody threw a coffee at me, bro. And the coffee like literally hit my head like boom, all coffee all over the steering wheel and everything. And I saw the person that did it and they tried to run, bro. And I had this big ass fucking it was like a stone that I had in my front seat. And I was always wondering, like, man, what would I use this for? Why is this big ass rock in the front of my damn seat anyway? Man, I chased that dude down with that damn stone in the car, but we driving though. He sped off. I'm sitting there chasing him in traffic, bro. I ain't catch him. But I'm like, man, dog just hit me. That's why every time I drive, I always roll my damn window up, bro. I don't trust nobody, bro. Bro hit me with that coffee. I was like, the fuck he hit me with that coffee for? But it woke my ass up. Like, you got to be on point, bro. You cannot be loafing, even if you for a second. Like, I done had stuff happen to me for no reason, y'all. But I be feeling like, yeah, maybe some of it could be karma. Maybe you never know. I'm not gonna say I'm exempt. I know that stuff I done did, said, stuff come back, and it's like you just gotta take it on the chin, bro. That's my karma for something that I may have forgot about. But dog whacked me with that coffee, bro. That woke me up. I'm like, damn. Whoo. I was like, you ever realize that something is karma where you can't get mad? You kind of just be like cleaning up everything. Like, yeah, that must be some karma for some shit. Like I felt like that the same way with the Scorpio situation, but I felt like nah, that couldn't have been karma because Brody the way he did me. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. Sometimes okay, you do have what is karma, okay? You have karma, but then you also have moments where you're tested, see, according to your intuition. Because whatever he tried to do with me, I didn't catch the scam until like days later, but I still am, I'm still proud of the fact that I actually seen what he did instead of me just not knowing, because that would have been worse. See, and I always this is why I say that, because it's almost like this. It's like playing a video game, right? And you know how you gotta complete missions, you gotta beat the boss. If it's something that like 007 back in the day or GoldenEye, it's like you had to find, key cards. You had to find little, photographs or any type of little things to beat the mission. Well, even though that's just a video game, when you find out the facts and you find out the things as you go along through life and you realize, oh, damn, I found the artifacts. I actually found out the code to get to the door, get access to the door. Sometimes if you just focus on that for a second and think, you will say, damn, man, I'm so happy I got that intuition, bro, because everybody that I showed that receipt to, they did not see that damn January 19th. I didn't even see it when when he first sent me the damn bogus receipt. I didn't even see it until later. But the mere fact for me to find it later, man, I was so happy about that because that is my theory. See? And I'm like, it's so crazy when you literally have a theory and everybody's saying, prove that, prove this, prove it, prove it, prove it. And that just happened, like somebody else trying to do it to me, the very thing that I've been telling y'all about for like weeks on weeks, months. An illusion outweighs a facade. I've been saying that for so long. The scary thing about me saying that to y'all is that somebody actually tried to use that shit on me, bro. That's the scariest, craziest thing that I never. This is how I know you can manifest something, bro. Like, even if you're not even like trying to, bro. If you say something, you can manifest something just off merely saying it. Now, mind you, I never said that the theory was a joke. or something to be played with. It was just my theory far as me understanding that the world is an illusion, bro. Because why is it that everything has truth, but it's not easily obtained? See, so the facade is at work every single day, meaning the counterfeit. We are always presented with the counterfeit before we get to the damn truth of everything. This is why so many people get played. See, thrown, misled, and it's like it's all based on how you see the world. Because if you don't see the truth, what are you gonna get? A lie. See, you're gonna get the fake version. And that's why I tell people, like, bro, when dude used that shit on me, it was like, how the hell did I see through that damn receipt to see that January 19th and it was not visible? I'm gonna show y'all for those that missed it. Those that of you that missed what I said, missed the previous live real quick. And I'll show y'all real quick. Let me see, because I sent it to numerous people. So this is the receipt. Now it is a digital receipt, and that's even worse because, man, I'm like, bro, this is not even like funny, bro. But okay, so this was the receipt with the Scorpio. Um, I wired him the money through Cash App, but this was through we all be on this like this little, it's like a little server. Those of you that's familiar with Discord, we be in the little server thing. So what we was anteing up for was actually something within our server, which we run a 5M server, okay? Now, unfortunately, the friend of mine was one of the ones that we was, one of the members to ante up for the tier, the little game tier thing that we were trying to save up to get. Boom. So he sends me this fake ass receipt. Let me try to zoom it in. And man, I'm telling you, bro, this is the receipt. Boom, right? Tell you how much it was, like $100 some. We'll do, right? Now, can you see the January 19th on there? Nope. Even if you get real close, you cannot see it. See? So why this would be considered a very strong facade, bro. Very, very strong facade. Now, the facade is obvious, right? But it wasn't obvious when I first seen it, because when I first seen it, I'm thinking it's a real receipt. Only till I just kept staring at the screen. Bro, this is so powerful, bro. I just kept staring at the damn screen and didn't even know why I was staring at the screen. I'm like, damn, it's taking dude a long time to come back and get back to me regarding what I contribute on, right? So I'm like, that's what was allowing me to stare at the screen. But for me to stay there and is keep looking at the same damn picture was that I was able to see right through it. Now watch this. When I zoom in, y'all gonna be like, what the fuck? Clear as day. Boom. January 19th. It's cold-blooded, bro. It's cold-blooded, bro. Like, do you see what I'm saying now? Like, you could really see through deception, bro. Soon as I told the Scorpio that I said, bro, you know that receipt? And I'm being sarcastic at this point because I'm like, yo, I caught his ass red-handed now. Like, this is proof that he's a scammer. So, or, a liar. So I said, okay. I said, yo, you know the receipt that you sent me? I said, the date is January 19th on it. And then I'm laughing because I'm like, what I like to do when I catch somebody doing something, I like to be sarcastic. I like to play with my food before I do, really, really go in. I'm like, I'm still trying to act like he still got me, but I know he literally cooked, bro. I'm like, yo, the receipt say January 19th, bro. I said, so you just sent me a old ass receipt just to prove to his subconscious that he's a liar, bro. Like, bro, you not fooling nobody, bro. See? But bro, for me to really look, and I'm like, ain't no way, bro, for this shit to say January 19th, bro. January 19th. But this is the thing. When I saw it just like this, bro, can't even see January 19th, bro. Can't even see January 19th. Nope. I said, you dirty ass. See, that's why I say Scorpio, bro. You not fucking with Pisces, bro. You not, bro. You not, bro. Because we see right through, bro. Listen, this is just an example. We see right through shit, bro. And we don't even know why. We don't even know how, why. And I didn't even know why. I just kept looking at this screen like, all I kept saying was, damn, it's taking dude a long ass time to get back to me. And I already felt scammed. I'm like, oh, hell no, wait a minute. I'm like, it gotta be something to this. It gotta be something to this. Like, it has to be something to this. I wasn't letting it go, bro. I said, bro, this receipt, something to this receipt, bro. I already had a feeling that it wasn't legit. And sure enough, the intuition was right on the money once again, bro. Soon as the intuition, because I was looking, I'm like, then I started zooming in. I'm like, hold on, man. And then sure enough, it stuck out like a sore thumb. I said, damn, that is so crazy. Let me see. Now the only thing, I'm gonna say this real quick. See, now a lot of y'all might be asking, why did he do this to me, right? Well, as Pisces, we all, you see, I put it like this. See, as Pisces, we have, well, I say this. Our main jersey that we wear at home is usually the victim, okay? It says the victim team, okay? So that's the jersey that we wear at home, but when we actually go to their stadium, now I'm fucking with y'all. But yeah, the thing about it, we are the victim. We can't explain why people keep trying to do us dirty and trying to mess over us, man. But I always say this: karma is intense. Listen, you get faster karma when you mess over somebody that had the heart to do something, meaning the heart to give or to do, something that it was something from the kindness of your heart, and somebody take advantage, bro. They didn't win nothing, bro. Like you got to be that stupid to think, oh, you really gained from stealing $20 or $30 or whatever. People, real men that really got jobs is not standing around trying to scam somebody for no damn $20, bro. No, because that makes you look bad. And then the mere fact he has kids and you stealing $20 means you're not even paying your child support. But that ain't none of my business. But I guess it is if you got to be scamming me. But but here's the thing. I'm done. There ain't no more, no more helping, no any of. I did say that last. I know y'all, for those that seen me last time, I did say that last time, and I ended up doing one of the Pisces, bad habits of giving another chance, but now it's no more chances, bro. And our funny thing is, I'm not even hurt by it because I kind of knew this was gonna happen. And I know y'all heard that from a Pisces, like, damn, why would you help the man? You knew he was gonna do the shit again. It's because of karma. It's like, that's why I say Pisces will give another chance because it speeds up the karma. It's really, oh, put it like this. It's very difficult to explain why we do this, but it makes a lot of sense to us because think about it. If you do something wrong the first time, boom, right? You still got karma coming from that. You do something else, boom. Now you got more karma. Then the third time, oh, your ass is, you in the hot seat. You in the hot seat. I'm telling you, bro. I done seen this stuff happen to people where they get dismantled, dethroned, to the core, to where you be like, yo, the deed was not worth the consequence, bro, because nobody gets to pick the consequences. Now let me see, let me see, K6, hope I'm saying your name right. I'm probably not, but I got a tongue twister when I say certain things that I'm not, if I don't, I can't, pronounce what you're saying. But anyway, yeah, it said the earth signs love control. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, Virgo and Taurus is yeah, they definitely like control. But see, the thing with Taurus is it's very easy to spot theirs versus Virgos. See, because Virgo doesn't even want you knowing that they're doing so or trying to. But anytime somebody pulls back after, let's say they've been like uh, associating with you for some time, then they just out of nowhere just pull back, nothing. Usually that's manipulation. See, that's usually an emotional manipulation maneuver that person's trying to you know accomplish with you, wanting you to reach out more, wanting you to bend over backwards, or just simply to test you to see what you're going to do, because that's how some people do you. Like, they'll love bomb you and then pull away and then see if you'll come back, even chasing them even harder. But that's why I say you got to be careful with that. But with Taurus is different because something one of the well, I say this, one of the hidden things about Taurus, what a lot of people don't understand, is Taurus is they like things to go their way too. They like to be in control, and they like to how can I say it? They could be prone to jealousy, and that could be another reason why they want to control things. So, that's it could be bad though with Taurus, because if they get like real jealous, because you gotta understand the opposite polarity, Scorpio, so they really can get jealous. Just like with Scorpio, jealousy is a big, huge, trait that they really have to work on, because whenever a Scorpio gets jealous, they really start doing this type of stuff. Like, far as the situation that I went through, it's like they can pick somebody that made them feel jealous, that wasn't even trying to make them jealous on purpose. It's like they could just, assume that, oh yeah, or, for instance, you tried to, or they can say it in such a way like, this is what you were trying to do to me, or yeah, you made me feel jealous when you did this, and then they'll try to hurt you because they want to justify the situation, emotionally, like, oh yeah, like you deserved it. So you got to be careful with Scorpio. Can be real hell bent on that type of response. Let me see. Tara said her best friend is a Gemini. Her dad a Gemini. I've always seemed to like them, but you have to have patience. Um, See, it's very difficult to have patience with a Gemini when you get hurt. Okay, I will say that as a disclaimer. Like, for me, just off the mere fact that how can I say it? Because you understand, with us Pisces, we're very sensitive, we're very, 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 very sensitive to how people treat us, to where we figure out, if we find out that you had something else going on that you didn't tell us about, and we felt vulnerable, we felt like, damn, we could have been hurt, the other person could have hurt us, the other person could have, done something to us, or just at any time, the Pisces could get so freaking, like, just so mad about that, to where you can never come back again, like, as a friend, they don't even want to have nothing to do with you, because they see you as being shiesty, you being bogus, to the point where we can't trust you. We just don't even want you around. See? And then the thing about it is, a Pisces can literally be mean to you, because they literally don't have plans on being friends with you. It's like they're trying to end the cycle and exit as soon as possible. So if you ever are up against a Pisces that's just, let's say they was once, cool, all of a sudden they just literally giving you the cold shoulder. They just don't give a fuck to where they just start treating you like shit, talking to you all, talking to you crazy, just embarrassing you every time just doing everything in which it communicates that everything has, gone left. That Pisces is not coming back, bro. It's literally like they hope you get the hint that I'm done, because now how I'm talking to you is almost like this is what you try to do to me. See, you try to humiliate me, so I'm finna humiliate you. Cause that's the thing that happens with Pisces is that anytime we absorb something, we definitely will give it back to you. It's almost like we've put up with your energy. We've been, tap dancing with you. Maybe somewhat where, were entertained by your theatrics, your little games. And then when the game is over, a Pisces will literally send you home with your shit to where here's your coat, here's your shoes, and here's the bullshit that you brought to me. Here are your things. Goodbye. See? And a lot of times that's why a Pisces can really just start unloading on you to where you think the Pisces is mad at you, but the Pisces is really like giving you your stuff back. You just don't know it. See? It's like, oh yeah, here's the little your little, something that you brought along. Oh, here you go. You can take that back. Your attitude and yeah, your lying ass, back and forth, little strap here. You can take that too. Don't forget your don't forget your what's the name too. And whatever it is that Pisces will give it to will mirror it right back to you. A Pisces will absorb everything about you. See, will absorb your good energy and your bad energy. This is the difference. A Pisces will separate everything about you from to the point where a Pisces will say, damn, you would be so much better, because this is what a Pisces tends to do. Pisces tends to, I say this, when their kindness is at work, they would normally see the potential in everybody. So they can literally absorb everything about you. And then they might say, damn, if only you had this type of, attitude, maybe if you were, more disciplined, you would be so much better. So a Pisces literally absorb everything. And then a Pisces is like, okay, you cool, but I don't like your attitude or something. And then a Pisces is like, okay, boom. A Pisces might not talk to you. See, that's how you know a Pisces has absorbed everything about you. And then they've came across something they didn't like about you. And then they just made a decision. I'm not I'm not talking to this person, because they don't know how to talk to people. So it's like you might not know, damn, why this Pisces don't be talking to me like that. He be around, but he don't be talking to me. It's because that Pisces is something about you. A Pisces like, look, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. If you don't know what you're doing when you're doing it, I don't either. See, Pisces end up matching your energy. So the minute you do try to force your rude ass, comments, snide comments, and saying stuff recklessly, a Pisces gonna give it right back to you in the same way, if not worse, the way you intended it for other people or to the Pisces will give it right back to you. Because I done seen this happen where a person could be rude, don't know how to talk to people, and then they, try to force an interaction with a Pisces because they realize that the Pisces ain't talking to them. And they be like, yo, man, whoop de woo. Hey, man, I said, hey, man, come at a Pisces in a such, disrespectful way. And the Pisces be like, man, who you talking to, man? Whoop de, just like the person to be like, damn, dude, whoa, like, and they be like, yeah, man, because that's the thing. A Pisces can steal your powers. A Pisces can steal your personality. whether it's good or bad, but do it in the worst way to where you think you tough, but then when you start, hey, you could just be sitting around a Pisces. Pisces could pick up on your energy so quick that you won't even realize they were able to. Soon as they download your shit, bro, a Pisces really can just, they know how to manipulate and know how to like confuse you. And at the same time, they can absorb everything about you and make you feel like, oh, something wrong with you, where you lose yourself, your sense of self, to where you be like, yo, I done came across this Pisces, I done forgot who I was. And because the Pisces done took all your energy, Pisces and took your whole damn everything about you. And hey, they got your, they just literally holding on to your energy. See? And then it's like, oh, I can give it back, but I really don't want to give it back because your ego. See? That's why I said a Pisces dissolves all boundaries, bro. Because everything about you is based off of what? A personality. See? And how you were raised, who you grew up to be. And then all of a sudden, you got to understand everything that make you requires a boundary. See? From how you feel that you should be respected, how other people perceive you, your family, or everything about you. When a Pisces come around, it's like a tornado, bro. And it literally knocks everything off the hinges. Everything that build up something, it gets torn up, bro. Flung somewhere else, to where a Pisces literally could come around you and literally just tear everything up, to where now everything that you thought you was, you don't even feel that way no more. See? Because now that cycle ended. Now Pisces like, okay, a new beginning has happened. So now you are a new person. You not that same person, because a Pisces would never ever call you the name that the neighborhood call you. Nope. If you say your name is Ricky, but then everybody else look at you as being Bobo or some type of name, street name that you got from somewhere, that even gets dissolved. A Pisces gonna call you Ricky, bro. And you gonna get mad as hell. Bro, don't call me that, bro. My name, you the only person that called me by my name, bro. Stop, don't call me by Ricky, man. Chill out, bro. You doing, and the thing about it is, a Pisces knows what they're doing, because they know as soon as they call you Ricky, everything about that personality, it comes to you, bro, to where you have to own the real you, bro. Anything that that you do not like about yourself, the Pisces is going to make it known, bro. See, it's almost like everything, because there's no boundaries, bro. You cannot hide, bro. It's like ain't nothing you could do to hide, because the illusion is too strong, bro. The illusion is what dissolves all boundaries. See? Because everything that you look at when you look at a Pisces, it looks safe. It look like, oh, damn, I can let the boat just sit outside and don't have to, latch it to anything. It'll still be there. But if you put that boat out there, it's gone, bro. Every single thing gets swept up, flung somewhere. Like, if those of you that play roadblocks, you know how they just run around and fling somebody. But it's like, yo, that's exactly what happens when you come across a Pisces. They just be literally like, they take up so much space that it's almost like you could feel like a Pisces is too close to you. You could feel like, damn, I'm sitting here having dinner with my girl, and then it could be a Pisces that just evades your shit, to where bro act like he having dinner with the both of y'all. He could literally be the bus boy or something, but busting the tables down. But then he all on, while y'all sitting up there, talking and stuff. He could be the dude that come to the table, coffee, 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 all in your face. And you like, nah, man, I already said I ain't want no coffee, man. No, I'm good, bro. And just, even though he heard you, the Pisces could do the same shit again, bro. Coffee, 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 coffee. And you sitting up there getting mad like, I know you see me here talking to my girl, bro. Why do you keep coming over here? That's how a Pisces can be. Like a Pisces can approach a girl in public, could be in a grocery store. Because that's one thing about a Pisces, they will approach, bro. And they don't give a damn who you with, how many folks you with. And then this is the funny thing. And at the same time, they don't like crowds. So that lets you know right there, it's never that the Pisces simply can't do it, just they don't want to do it. They got to feel like doing stuff. And that's the thing. You do not want to cross a Pisces path when they feel like starting shit. See, see, that's what I'm saying. You don't know what type of Pisces you dealing with in in the sense to when it's a Pisces that doesn't have that whole mood or oh, I don't feel like it. You find one that's more with it, that has more energy, or hey, just wants to, mess up something. That it could be like that. Look at John Wayne Gacy. He didn't have the whole I didn't feel like this man was he was a menace, bro. And it's like to me, it's like you have to think for 1 second. That's another thing a Pisces can do. A Pisces can behave like they're weak. They can act like they're weak, like they wouldn't do nothing. They can act lame and act, defenseless. And it's almost like, what do you think that's going to attract? See? And you don't even know that the Pisces is looking for you, looking for your type. That's why they behave like that. Like, I ain't gonna lie, a Pisces can get around a woman that they like, right? But then a Pisces would be like, okay, I'm gonna act soft. See, I'm gonna act like I ain't hip to nothing. I'm gonna act like I'm just totally dumb. See, though. So then a Pisces get to see how you move, how you behave according to the Pisces acting weak. So then, as soon as you try something, you realize, oh shit, that didn't work the way I thought it was gonna work because the person appeared weak. But you didn't drop your guard because now you feel emotionally comfortable around the Pisces because you assume they're weak. See, that's the thing when a Pisces know how to switch up, knows how to get you in a situation in the worst way, no boundaries. You wouldn't, because think about it, if you assume that if you look at a Pisces and you think he weak just by looking at him, that's you operating out of a facade. You not real for looking at the damn Pisces in such a way that you think this person is that damn sweet. No. See, that just speeds your karma up. That speeds up the cycle to end. Because now what a Pisces knows what they're doing is they're pulling you towards them. See, by you thinking they're weak, oh, not making you, oh, this person think they finna just get a free meal, come up on you, right? Only to find out that, oh, it is not what they thought it was. Remember I said, once you fall for the illusion, you're cooked. You cannot, oh man, let me turn back around and get out. Nope. See? So you could end up giving off too much is what I'm saying. You can give off too much because you thought this was a sweet situation. You thought you was going to get over. And then you end up falling right into that trap, the illusion set for you. And now you like, damn, you cannot put on a facade. You can't say, oh, I didn't mean to back out because you trapped. See, you trapped by the very thing that you thought you saw to begin with. Was you taking over? You running, you getting what you need and just dip. Nope. Because that's the same thing with John Wayne Gacy. The victims, they probably thought the same thing. They probably thought he was the nicest guy in town. See, probably thought he had the little clown little thing going. They probably remember him for that, and he ain't even. That ain't what the side he gave them when they was still thinking about the clown. They ain't think they was not gonna actually live again. They ain't think they probably. Could you imagine that could be for anybody, bro? Like anybody that didn't know they were gonna get killed, bro. only to realize that, damn, this is the dude that is like the clown and shit that everybody be, chilling, talking to, laughing with. You don't see no frowns. You don't see nobody getting killed because the image that's stuck into your head is what? Clown. Like, oh, so this makes you feel emotionally safe because of what you know of this person. See, in regards to your memory. But remember I said without clarity, your perception can get you killed, bro. You got to have clarity in order to make sense of what you perceive, in order to have the right perspective going into a situation. But that's why the intuition is more powerful than your perception, because you're not supposed to go into a situation by your perception in the first place. Your perception is not what guarantees, you being safe in a situation. No. See, your eyes, and your eyes are a part of how you perceive things based on how you see them. It's cold blooded because imagine you see something that you think is good, it pulls you in. See, it pulls you in because, oh, you think it's safe. Whoo, I think it's safe. And oh, let's go a little bit closer. Let's get a little bit closer. And then when you start to get up close and you see what you saw far away, and you didn't even realize that now it has pulled you towards it to devour you. You didn't know the whole time that this thing was out to get you the whole time, and it had your attention by how you perceive this. It's cold blooded, bro, to where this is more dangerous than charm. See, this is why I tell people the illusion is more powerful than charm, bro. See, because charm gives you a break. Like, charm gives you a lot of time to decide. Illusion doesn't give you no fucking time, bro. Not enough. Because as soon as think of the illusion like a haunted house. Boom. All you hear is that and see that the house is haunted, right? But you don't know how it's gonna be until you experience it. But from the looks of it, everybody's trying to go in and experience it, but you don't know how horrified or how gory the situation really gonna be when you actually get up in there. See, so that's like a surprise. So then the thing about it is the illusion looked like, oh, it can't be that bad. You got hundreds of people trying to go through there. And then all of a sudden, you get your butt in line, and now they open the door, and now you see something that you you see something in there that probably scared you, and it's too late. Oh, it's your turn. Boom, they push you in the door. You like, screaming because you see something that scared the shit out of you. And then you try to leave and get out of there, and you can't. They telling you oh, you got to go through it. No, 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 no. It's too late, too late, too late, too late. You got to go. And now you bumping into all kind of shit, about to have a heart attack because this ain't what you signed up for. See? So what ends up happening is that as soon as you go through the experience, that's what the illusion does. The illusion pulls you in because of your perception, bro. And everybody is not sure of what they're actually seeing is the illusion, bro. See, you could look at a Pisces and be like, oh, he looked weak. He looked like he wouldn't hurt a fly. Oh man, this man, oh, we good, we gonna be, man, we finna take advantage of this dude, bro. He look weak. He don't look like he's strong. He don't look like he know anything. Oh, we finna take advantage of this dude. Boom. Man, y'all get on that boat with that man, bro. Next thing you know, he's swerving and shit. Next thing you know, he almost killed y'all just off of him turning real fast. You like, hey man, hey, slow down, bro. Then next thing you know, he just stopped the boat. And then y'all looking like, uh, sir, are you gonna like keep going there? And then next thing you know, he pull out a 12 gauge and blow one of your friends' brains out. Boom. Next thing you know, he look at you. Boom. And you like, oh, I'm next. Oh, hell, you jump off the damn boat, try to get away, and he blow your damn back out. Everybody dead. Nobody can even just fathom even how did this happen? Like, bro, it's too late for all that. You thought that man wasn't gonna hurt a fly because your damn perception, you had no clarity of what you were getting yourself into. See? Perception, man, listen, bro. Perception is bad when there's no clarity. The only way you get clarity is through awareness, bro. If you have awareness, oh, now your eyes can see everything for what it really is, bro. The truth. You don't need to experience it because you already know. That's the intuition, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. When you already know not to even go there, because listen, experience what? I don't have to experience anything just to know what it's about. Nope. I already know what it's about. That's wisdom. I already know ahead of time what it's going to do. I know the consequences. I don't need to find out what the consequences are. Hell, I don't even get to pick them. That's why they tell you not to commit a crime, bro. Committing a crime is the dumbest thing that you could do. Because it's only one way out, and that is going to jail, bro. It's no other. You never heard somebody do a crime and go to heaven, or do a crime and get $1 million. Go do a crime and get a benefit. No, not even a quest card. You commit a crime, your ass going to jail. It ain't no. It is no other way. It's 2026, bro. There ain't nothing good coming from it. You do it, your ass is grass. That's it. You get caught, boom, you're done. You're cooked. Because listen, with technology and how everything is nowadays with the smartphones, you're not getting away, bro. You're not getting away. And it's the craziest thing is how many people think, oh, I'll get away. Man, I'm all I got to do is get in the Hellcat, and hey, they ain't gonna catch me, bro. They got Hellcats too, bro. They got shit faster than that too. Like, you're not getting away, bro. See, people do this type of stuff because they're thinking. See, when you think, this is the thing. There's two things, okay? I'm gonna put it to because I got it in my notes, y'all. I said it the best way possible, in the way I had it. Um, and this is very powerful because one second, yeah, because I want to say this right because the way I said it, I don't want to say it the wrong way that I intended. Okay, so just bear with me. Um, because like that's the thing. When you think about things, it shows. It's almost like it makes you feel like you want to experience it. It kind of feeds right into the shit to where you're not supposed to think about something that you already know is gonna happen. See, it's almost like the thinking creates confusion because your intuition already gonna tell you no, don't do it, and that's the thing. I'm gonna tell you. Excuse me. Okay, so as I said, think of your perception like everything you take in. Okay, it's the way you look at everything, the way you sense things, what your eyes can see, what your ears can hear. Right now, what I was gonna say is the way you think about things is your interpretation. So the way you The way your mind assigns things within your brain is tied into how you see things. So if your interpretation is off, then your perception is off as well. So could you imagine the illusion works both the illusion works both of them at the same damn time. And see, when you trying to perceive something, you can't be thinking at the same damn time. Why are you trying to interpret something that you should already know it's not good to do? So what makes a person try something? See, this is man, I'm finna tell you, bro. I'm gonna tell you what makes people try something. And you gonna be like, what the fuck? What makes a person try things is confusion. It's cold-blooded. And everybody think that, oh, Pisces, this is what you guys do. You guys run around like little fishes and confuse people. I wonder why. Because if you didn't see it, why should we tell you how to see it and you don't believe us anyway? We don't get credit for nothing anyway. If we told you not to do it, you still wouldn't listen. This is cold-blooded, bro. How many people could a Pisces possibly have saved just to find out they wasn't gonna listen to you anyway? That's why I said karma, bro. Like this is the concept, bro. Karma is going to get a person. Cause think you cannot listen. If you think you could save somebody, you now you confused. See? Now you confused. Now, do you really got to experience that? Why? I'm gonna tell you a true story. Look at the lifeguard. Okay. Look at the lifeguard, for example. How many people can one lifeguard save from drowning? Let that sink in. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. And I'm gonna say this because I have to say it like this. And I'm gonna say it like this because this is more like a metaphor, okay? Okay, hold on, let me say. Okay. My bad, y'all. I should have had this ready, but okay. All right. So if you look at the lifeguard, you gotta ask yourself this. Now, if a person is in immediate danger, okay, what must happen? Because with you gotta understand that the lifeguard has to save themselves as well. It's cold-blooded. So if you say that, oh, they can save two, no, they really got to save three. See? Perception. Perception, see, you got to know what you're capable. Listen, if you have to know what you're capable of, and before when you see something, the illusion. This is the only reason I'm saying it, the illusion. If you think you could do so much just by how you perceive things and you have not experienced it, why would you try it? That right there, why would you try something that you know you cannot do, bro? I'm gonna tell you. And people do this all the time. What y'all think? Because remember they say you can only control what you can control. See, We call that overconfidence. See, you can overestimate your own ability to do something when you know good and hell well you can't handle that, fam. See, and your eyes can make you think you can, and guess what that is? Insanity, bro. It's insanity. You keep you thinking that you could do something based on how you think. Oh, I think I can do that. Have you ever done it? No. Then what makes you think you can? Oh, well, I just know. Well, I just know you don't know, bro. No, you don't know. You see, this is the stuff that we call ignorance, foolishness, bro. And a lot of people think they know stuff as they see it and don't know shit, bro. And falling for that illusion, bro, it's not for the faint of heart, bro. You got doctors that fall for the illusion. Thinking they can save somebody, thinking they can heal somebody, thinking they got the answer for something. Nope. They don't always have the answers. But how many people think they do? It's cold-blooded. That's why I say you cannot, bro. There is a situation like this. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this, but a porch pickup. Okay. Porch pickup is when you buy something, somebody, basically for whatever reason, they allow you to come to their home to purchase something, right? Maybe leave the money under the rug, in the mailbox. But you guys yourself, depending on what neighborhood it's in, to determine whether or not you should trust it, depending on what the item is. Well, let's just say the item was $40, right? Let's say it was a microphone, okay? Maybe one of those Blue Yeti microphones, all right? So let's say they go for 100, 130, and you find one for, a deal, which looks like a deal, $40. Now, it's in a suburb community, boom. Now, if it was in the hood, you probably wouldn't want to go do the porch pickup, but let's say it's in the boonies or, suburb community. You're like, okay, this is in a good neighborhood. But you still have to know there's still just as much of a chance you could get ripped off. Because of what? People know the rules and the games of what selling things. They know, oh, you take it off the porch is it's as is. You already clearly see there's no chance of you testing the item out. See how you visualize something? You can literally see knowing something cuts off your thinking and cuts off your perception. Just simply knowing. Knowledge is power, bro. When you know something, you don't have to think about it. When you know something, it doesn't matter what it looks like. You just know the rules. You know the game. See? And that is more powerful than using these two. But so what's crazy is the illusion. What is the illusion? It cuts off what? Your ability to know things cold-blooded. Because you got to trust it. You have to trust what you know when you're dealing with an illusion. And you know how hard that is when something looks good? When something looks like, oh man, I got to have this, bro. Man, she got that nice juicy butt. She has the nice body to go with it. Now you're enticed. Now that's cutting off that's blind. That's almost like having a wiper zone and they're not even getting the water off the windshield. It's just flapping in your face to where you're pulled towards that. See, you're pulled towards it to where now you're not, that's almost like you dissolving your own boundaries. Everything that could have changed your mind, you're too sure that you're going to do it anyway. Remember, people that the people that you can't save don't allow you to save them. When they're already interested, even after the warning signs, it's nothing you could do. But that is karma that does that, bro. See, karma is when you think you're making a decision and you don't know that you don't know that is your last chance, bro. You thinking that, oh man, I got this. You don't even see the downfall, bro. You don't see the demise. You don't see the ending. See, you think you're in control. You think that, oh, once again, I'm making something happen. And you don't know that you are being enticed by the same. See, your trap will always be baited when it's karma. It's always gonna look the way you want it to be. And we call this too good to be true. To where you see something and it's like, dang, man, I got, ooh, man, that's for me. Oh man, I'm getting that, man. I'm getting that right now. And you on, man, listen, bro. Let me tell you a true story. True story. It was a man, bro, that was always giving people bad advice, bro. And he never would tell people anything good. He always giving bad advice, bad advice, bad advice. He once told a man that, hey man, your wife ain't listening to you. Man, you know you can get out here and go get you something else, bro. Even while you married, he was basically telling the dude it's okay to commit adultery, bro. He like, yeah, man, go on, man, that girl, and she ain't trying to hit nothing, man. Yeah, go out there, get you something else, man. Don't even ain't got to go. Ain't nobody got time for that, man. You ain't got to listen to nobody. Go out there and get you another girl, man. Bro, this man worked in a bar, lived at the top of the damn bar, right? Man, I shit you not, bro. The whole bar exploded, bro. Uh, man, listen. It burned from the top to the bottom, and guess who was trapped in it? He was. He died, and he died at his own bar, bro. Bizarre. He was trapped in that mug, and it burned from the top to the bottom, bro. And he was in it. Just you know, the crazy thing is, he died in the same damn spot where he was giving people bad advice, bro. The more of the story is this is why I'm trying to tell people, like, bro. Karma will find you, bro. It doesn't have to ring a doorbell. It doesn't have to announce itself. When it comes for you, nobody will be able to save you, bro. Not even yourself. Just know when it comes to you, you gonna know, oh, yep, it got me. See? Because it doesn't, listen, some people make it out alive and some people don't. I remember when I was with my ex, right? Boom. She was a Leo. Now, funny thing is, she cheated. She did a lot of things. I cheated. Now, you know, I'm not an angel in the situation either. Boom. I felt like she done a lot more than I did. I will say that, as far as the cheating thing. But this is the thing that happened. Man, she got on me about something. It was something she was talking down on me about. I can't remember exactly what it was. But don't you know, she was cheating, doing all kind of evil shit, right? Boom. Don't you know she was at work and she slipped over? I don't know if it was the rug at 7-Eleven. She was a store manager, but she tripped over a rug or some type of like object or something at her job and broke her damn leg, bro. It's in those moments when it's like, yo, karma, bro. You don't know how it's gonna hit you, bro. It be those moments when you just walk in and whoa, you slip over some black ice, boom. Next thing you know, you pop your ankle out of place. It's like little bizarre, just little things you just don't even know why. Boom. But it's unfortunate. But it's in those moments when she said she broke her leg. I said, how the hell did you break your leg? She fell. Boom. I'm like, see, you don't be knowing how the karma gonna come, bro. But when it do, it hits harder than revenge, bro. You ain't got to do nothing. People do like foul, just dirty shit, bro, that comes back. And why I say this is this. when you, even if you try to save somebody from karma, they will not listen to you, bro, because they think it's something they're doing. You would even think that it's something that they're doing. Like they're the one making the decision. They don't even realize that the karma's pulling them. It's almost like an invisible rope that's being pulled to the person that's really sold on the decision that they're going to make, only to find out that they had no choice. See, they had to go and do whatever it was that was pulling them. See, because it was their karma. But that person could have let them tell it. Oh, I was going to hang out with a big booty such, or I was getting ready to go out there and have a good time with such wife, or it could have been a situation where they thought they was the ones doing it. Nope. So that's why I say that, bro. Now here's another thing. Why do people give in to the illusion so much? I'll tell you why. Because of desperation. If you look at a situation and you think you will never experience it again, it's in those moments. Oh, I'll never have this chance again. I might as well. I just go ahead and do it because, hey, this don't happen. This don't happen all the time. So they feel like this. I have no choice. Yes, you do. See, for you to say that and not know that you do have a choice, what do we call that? See that? So that's why I said everything that we do in life is based off of choices. See, you think it's options, but no, it's choices. Because your options can fail. You make the wrong decision. Now that choice, there ain't no damn options. You do a crime, you're going to jail. You don't get to pick anything, but only get to make the decision. The problem is when you make bad decisions, bad things happen. I ain't never seen nobody make a bad decision and get some good out of it. And see, I'm going to tell you something. Another reason why people fall for the illusion is because of ego and pride, bro. And people don't understand that by you not wanting to appear weak or incapable, you failed right there, bro. You've already lost. See, if you put somebody else love, attention, opinion first before your life, then why should you have one then? It don't make sense, right? Yeah, because people do this shit every single day. Now, ignorance is another one, okay? And pretty much people don't understand just how difficult it is to live, survive, but we got so many people out here doing dumb shit. See, expecting a different result. That's why I said it's insanity. People expect, to wake up in the morning and to have an easy life or everything to go back to normal. No. See? Now, it was a story. I believe the guy that was talking to Shamar, because Shamar is a Pisces, and I think his name is like Alvo or something. But I think they both of them is in like in the LGBTQ or whatever it's called community. And they said the dude, Alvo, I guess they were saying he has like, HIV or something. He was going around spreading it around to young guys or whatnot, but he was targeting young guys. So I guess he was on some type of website, or he was doing something where he was just, randomly, probably Grinder or something. He was just randomly meeting up with just, anybody, screwing them around in the parks, and was just purposely giving them, the stuff that he got. But it's like in moments like that, that's considered like just ignorance. Like, come on, man, you really meeting somebody and you know what you're partaking in. You know the dangers, the risk. Why are you doing it? See, so all I'm saying is like, you know, it's bad for the victims, but it's also like it's their fault too. In other words, now I say when you have experienced growth in a situation, then it's almost like sometimes you could attempt to do something that you can't, but then it's like at the same time you're willing to learn, okay, in a sense. So that's different. Now everybody could try to, up their skill level. So like if you, take part into something that's gonna make you better, whether it be basketball or something that that you went from one level and it's time to go to the next, that's different. But there's times when people use emotions over logic. They may use anger, love, fear, excitement, and that could push people into reckless choices. So it's different things that people think is easy to say no to, but if your perception of how things should go, your expectations, all these play a factor in everything. It's almost, put it like, even your brain. Everything's is tied to your eyes, bro. So could you imagine just the things of how you see life? And let's say you're absolutely wrong. You could literally be living your life in such a way as if you're living a lie. And then when you face the illusion, when you face the illusion that life has to offer, you wonder why you never amount to anything that you put your eyes to do. You wonder why, oh, you want to go be an engineer and you never could do it. You never fulfilled it. It's in those moments, see, because your perception is off of how you see things. See, you fix that, boom, now you have, once you become highly aware and you start to know things, you see, this is why I tell people it's better for you to know things or learn how, learn to know things, get the knowledge, read books, do little things that, a lot of people don't want to do. And when you start to educate yourself about everything, do the research, then it starts feeling like now as you see things, you don't see things the same way other people do because your perspective is different. And now okay, you can make sense of what you're seeing because now you have the knowledge, see? So that allows you not to just be out here trying stuff, taking risk because you already have the answer. You already know what's going to happen. You already know it's not a good decision. See? But how many people, I understand they don't give a damn, and then the consequences don't give a damn. See? So that's why I say the ending result doesn't give a damn. And if you don't give a damn, then you're just doing yourself in regardless, if that makes sense. Now, why I said you can't save everybody, because a lot of times people try to have the savior complex, and this goes for Pisces too, is that you could be trying things or experiencing things that are not your own because you're trying to save the people that you see in trouble. You try to save, whoever it is that is doing something to hurt themselves, or addictions or anything like that. The problem is when you trying to rescue situations of people, you end up expending yourself in such a way where you start to reach beyond your capacity of what or what you can help or give. And that's how you end up hurting yourself. That's why I tell people, like, bro, if you really ain't got, if you really can barely take care of yourself, yeah, when you help people, you can help them at, what you're capable of helping them with. So, yeah, some people may help somebody with 10, $20 that's homeless. But hey, and your budget is not like that, give one, give $1. See, but what do we have here in this world is people that want to keep up with the Joneses and want to, their ego and pride kick in. Even though they don't have it, they want to look like they got it in front of folks to impress folks. And see who ends up hurting after the fact, them, see, because they ain't have it, but they was trying to, wanted to keep up with everybody else. Now, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of times people also, they like to try impossible things. And like I say, it could be foolish because now what are you doing? You ignoring reality. See, you're not being realistic. Trying something difficult, what can it do? It could be something related to, just being courageous in itself. But if you respect reality, then what would that do? That allow you to uh, you know, prepare for it. See? So that's why I say, like, when you going back to explain the whole lifeguard situation is this. When you jump into deep water without knowing how to swim, it's not being brave, bro. Nope. See, because like I say, it could be a situation, yeah, two people drowning, but a lot of times, that's the thing, why would a person jump into deep water? Now you're risking your own damn life, right? But let's say a lot of times people want to do something for somebody else for what? To be like, oh, look at me. Oh, I'm brave, I'm big, I'm bad, whatever it is, right? But you got to understand the reason why is because the reason why they would think that, oh, I'm big, I'm bad, is because why would you do that? Why would you even jump into a situation where you could get hurt? So that lets you know that you have to learn how to swim first, bro. See, you got to be able to do two different things at once. You got to make sure you know you could do both. Make sure you can swim first, okay? Because here's the thing. Make sure you good. This is what I'm trying to let you guys know, okay? The moral of the story, make sure you're good first before you start trying to help other folks. That's all I'm saying. Make sure you good. See? Don't jump into no damn water, no deep water that's deeper than what you can swim in. See? That's why I say only control what you can control, because if you swim into some shit that you ain't even built for, incapable, it's too deep, and you a lifeguard. See? You a lifeguard, but you can't only do what you can do, man. You can't save the whole goddamn world just because you're a lifeguard. Nobody cares about that, bro. Nobody cares about, oh, you a lifeguard. What they will say is, damn, you didn't save what? You didn't save anyone. So why would you even try, bro? That's what I'm trying to say is, like, of course you wouldn't save a bunch of folks because you're just a lifeguard. See how the illusion can really trap you? Bro, the illusion is that a person could look at a lifeguard and be like, he's supposed to save folks. Do you see what I'm saying, y'all? They don't expect you to save yourself, bro. It's cold-blooded, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, bro, people, their perspectives are really bad, bro. Like how they really think things should go, or how they think things, oh, how they want things to go is the difference. That's like expecting somebody like a news crew, or a TV show. You expect them to tell something to how you see it, how you want them to do it, and then you get disappointed when they don't. But it's like, dude, that person is not operating off. They're not just showing the show to you. See, it's like it's crazy because you can really watch folks do this, and it will make you laugh that people really think the world revolves around just them. See, that's why I say they do not, little do they know that everything surrounding them is an illusion, bro. Cause it ain't just you, bro. So you can't think like that, bro. You cannot think like it's just you, bro. When it's a whole bunch of shit going on. And I always tell people that life is bigger than you, bro. Stop thinking that you bigger than life. That's why you end up losing yours when you do that. Because it's almost like life teaches you that you have no control, bro. This is the thing with Pisces, bro. If Pisces dissolves all boundaries, see, what does the world do? The same shit, bro. See, nobody has, this is the truth. Nobody has anything to hold on to. You have no space, bro, in between you and someone else. As bad as you want it. Nobody has privacy. See? True privacy. Nobody can hide and be away from anybody else or whoever they want to be hid from, right? Because we live in a community where there's neighbors. Yeah, you might pick a house or build a house in the middle of nowhere, but people know where you are. They can really get to you if they really want to. Don't let that illusion fool you. Because yeah, even the animals will find a way to climb your tree. Squirrels will do something. They're gonna be in your shit too. Ain't nobody exempt to where you could just go out there and just hide and do what the hell you want to do. If you think that, that's your what is that? Confusion. See? You think it's something that is your mind is already shot. You are already in a state of mind that's going to prepare you for failure, bro. See? Now, another thing about the lifeguard situation is that, like I say, learning to swim first, that's wisdom. See? And a lot of times is that, see, I tell you this. Sometimes I'm gonna tell you why this happens with the whole lifeguard situation. Is that people attempt what they can't do because they desire the whole desire in itself is to speak louder than what? Self-awareness. See, if you that's why I tell people if you don't get nothing, just get awareness, bro. Get a high sense of awareness, bro. Because if you get the awareness, then how you think about things will change, how you see things will change for the better. That's why I tell people like you could literally be aware that hey man, it ain't good to sit in your car, bro, in this neighborhood. See, people done got killed, robbed, whatever, right? Boom. Then that will make you know not to go in that area, bro. See, you can't there ain't no thinking, no, oh, I got to see it first. No. Don't let that illusion get you, bro, because then you'll end up dying or being a victim to that perception, the way you perceive that situation. The problem is it's going on around us everywhere that you have to be in the knowing. See, knowing, and it's crazy because the whole porch pickup thing is this. You don't know if the item works. You can't, you know, you can't test it. They can still scam you. They could go about it in a different way. See, they can scam you by, oh, once you grab the item, oh, it's as is. See, you grab the item and you put the money under the rug or mat. Like I say, it's different rules. It's different rules. Okay, well, hey, it was an as is item. You bought it. You didn't. You already knew that that you didn't test it first. Now it's on you. See, you left the money under the mat. Even though they lived in a different area, you cannot just see that only and just be so sure that, oh, it can't happen out here. I got scammed. Look, I'm gonna tell you, years ago, I got scammed in a suburb area in Wisconsin, bro. They was called Cedarburg. I got scammed, bro, by these two guys. Met me at a police station and everything. Bro, the dude sold me what was well, I'll put it to you like this. He sold me a gaming console that was back when the PlayStations was like 800 and it was like a Xbox the little smaller one. I forgot the name of it, but it was the S. Yeah, the S. And I had bought it and it was like for like, it was overpriced. It was like $400 or something like that. Boom. It looked brand new, like the way the box would look brand new, like it hadn't that, they said that, oh, it wasn't, it wasn't open. The box wasn't open. And mind you, my mistake. I didn't test it out because I'm looking at the area. I'm looking at, the people. I'm like, okay, this looks legit. Doesn't look like somebody's gonna try anything. Man, I got that damn gaming console home. I plugged it up. Everything was fine at first, but after like 20 minutes of playing, the thing was shut off. And I was like, yo, I know these people didn't get me, bro. And then I was like, man, I was so mad that I was just like, I can't believe they didn't sold me a broken, it'll only work for like 20 minutes and then it will stop working. So this really like devastated me to where it was like, damn, you damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you buy something in the suburb, it's just as damn risky as buying something in the hood. So I said, well, damn, I'll be damned then. So it really was bothering me to where I ended up having to sell it. See? Now I know what y'all thinking. You sold a game to console that didn't work, and I needed to get my money back, bro, because that was a dirty freaking sale. So I ended up selling it to somebody, and now I'm not fond of this, and I know I shouldn't have, but I wrapped it up how the way the dude sold it to me. I put it out on Facebook Marketplace. Dude bought it. He said, "Hey man, can I test it out?" I said, "Sure, go ahead." So I'm hoping like this is the illusion now. This is why I said you got to be very careful. I said, it was straight face. Yeah, you go check it out, man. Boom. We put it up, plugged it up, turned it on, it played the game, and he was like playing it for a little bit. Then he said, "All right, man, that's good, bro. How much you want for it?" I said, 400, boo, boo, boo. He gave me the money. Man, I got the hell out of Dodge, bro. Got the hell up out of there. I was surprised by the amount of time he was playing it. I was like, damn near crossing my fingers, like, please don't cut off. Please do not cut off. Please don't cut off. Now, I felt bad for doing that, but it was like the same time, bro, that I couldn't, bro. It was like I just couldn't even sleep with the fact of me buying that shit where I got scammed in such a way, bro, without me even like thinking for 1 second that it could happen out there. But yeah, it was just unfortunate. But yeah, let me see. Now let me see. It said, let me see. Okay, Kate said the Gemini is the twins bipolar mood. Um, yeah, I think it could be a bipolar mood, but I feel like their mood is like I said, they go from mean. It's like they go from being angry to angrier to me because it's like when when I was talking to the one that I was talking to, she was nice when I met her. At least I feel like she was basically acting nice. She was being nice, and then boom, as soon as I tried to contact her, she had an attitude. And that's the thing with Pisces is like we could pick up on your tone very quickly too. We're sensitive to tones, to noises, like voices. Like we could tell if you raise your voice, we could tell like uh mid sentence we might ask you like, yo, what, are you mad about something? Like, why are you talking to me like that? Like, that could be the way a Pisces could be sensitive to how, to your voice tone. So a lot of times we really can know like how you really feeling just off of how how you're speaking to us. If you raise your voice, if you sound dry, we know if whether or not, you really, are listening to us talk about something. We just pick up on vibes and tones and and emotions. Now let me see. Tara said, yeah, they could be us as Pisces and are pretty good usually maneuvering people's mannerisms and traits. Facts. Let me see. Kay said she's Sagittarius, the earth signs love to control, but this is my experience. Yeah, they do love to control. I feel like Virgo is very impulsive at the same time because I was at the grocery store checking out. I was doing Instacart, and I remember that the Virgo lady was at self checkout watching over the self checkout lanes, and I knew she was a Virgo. I just had this vibe. Like, I knew for a fact she was a Virgo because she kept coming, like, every time my light would go red, she kept coming to my, like, the little uh cash, the little, self checkout thingy, terminal, whatever you want to call it. And she would literally put her code in. She kept like clearing my stuff, but it was like, usually you gotta raise your hand or call them over or something. But she was like really trying to, I guess, be of service, and she just kept coming over there and just doing it without me saying, "Hey, I need help." And I stopped her. I said, "Yo," I said, "Are you a Virgo?" Just random like that. And then she was like, "Yeah." She said, "How did you know? Did you know by my tattoo?" And I was like, "Nah." I said, "You just act like a Virgo." I said, "I could tell because you keep coming over here, like, messing with the terminal thing." And she said, "Yeah, because your light went off." I said, "Yeah, but I didn't even ask for help. You just instantly came over here." Like, in other words, it's almost like I could tell she had like OCD or something, because she kept like coming by me, like she just want to make sure it's all is good. But it's like sometimes a Virgo can do that, where they can get like fixated on like the light, being, "Oh, I want to make sure that light is, green and not red," far as the self checkout. But yeah, it could be moments like that. Um, but yeah, Virgo is like, they like to be perfect. And then the control thing is like, they could want to be in a situation where they're like trying to tell you what to do and trying to, get you to follow their lead, follow their rules. And a Pisces ain't gonna go for that, or other signs, they're not gonna go for that at all. Um, it's just crazy how they go about it. Let me see. Angel said she's a Pisces. Yes, it takes a lot to get us upset. Yeah, I feel like it takes a lot to make us upset, but it's like when we get upset, it's kind of like, sometimes we don't like to let other people see us upset. Especially if it's, quick. Like, let's say we get upset, because like I said, we're sensitive, so like we could really feel something intensely, because it's almost like if we pick up on people's, like I say, we pick up on people's energy to where we know how they're using it. So if they're weaponizing it, we could become, upset, somewhat quicker, because it's like, oh, that person could switch their tone, and all of a sudden they're, talking faster. They could be rude, sarcastic, or just being like, you know, a certain way. If we find them to be annoying, we might get upset, that just off the mere fact that they would even try us, to where it's almost like a lot of times a Pisces could get upset when a person is trying to do something and they think the Pisces just simply doesn't know it. So that could be one thing. Uh, Let me see. Kay said Virgos can be stalkers too. Facts. Yeah, they definitely can be stalkers. They actually can know more than they give off. Like, they could be the type of person to go through your shit and not, but let's say they might find some things on your Facebook or something as they was, stalking it, but then they'll act like they don't know anything. If you question them, they could be like, they can appear to be shy when they're really not. That's the whole thing with the deception with yeah, it's like a lot of deception that goes on with Virgo, because for instance, like the one that told me that she wasn't looking for a relationship, she actually could be looking for a relationship. She probably just doesn't like me and just didn't want to say that. And another reason why they do that is because they like to do stuff on their terms. So that's another way that the control shows up, because they don't want to get into a relationship just because you wanted one. Sometimes they want to do it when they want to do it. Or like you could be like, just wanting to start something, a family, and they might be like, oh, we haven't even made money together. They just want to do it their way, see, because they think their way is the perfect way to do it. Now, let me see. Case Bond said, "Geez, love you. Appreciate that." Um, Case said, but I feel like they are nonchalant about it. Oh, definitely. They definitely nonchalant. That's what I mean by Virgo is sneaky because they don't they don't voice their intent. It's almost like they go about it in a secretive way. Like they could, guilt trip you or say things in such a way to get you to, to show that you care, but then they can absolutely not care about you, but they want you to care about them. See? Uh Kay said her aunt is very religious and she think astrology is evil. Um like I would say like I say, I don't it depends how it's used, okay? I feel like, some people go, they might take it as far as, using tarot cards, using sage, all those different, ways. But it's like I feel like in those moments I do, yes I do, or yes, I feel that it is evil when it's used, accordingly with tarot cards, because tarot cards is something that a lot of people don't know where it come from and how long it's been here on earth, like far as like the whole concepts. But the reason why I said it's evil with tarot cards is because the interpretation of the cards, if that makes sense. Because you have some mediums, witches, warlocks that they don't know, they can't make sense of what they're actually hearing or where it's coming from, to where that's the evil part. See, that's evil within that, because if a person is uncertain of where their particular um you know the information of where it's coming from, everybody should know its source. But if you can't, decipher, explain it, express it, it's almost like, well, that's the whole key, that's the whole thing of what will make it they'll kind of get make it controversial, to where it's not always to the point where it's difficult to believe it. Because what I do is like I break down the concepts, the dynamics with relationships. I know all the signs, the rise and the moons, what they mean, the houses and whatnot. The but the thing is with the tarot cards, that's a whole nother animal. That's almost like a whole nother how can I say it? It's like there's levels to this, okay? So like you gotta be careful how far you take things and how far you go to make it evil. See, it's like a person could be doing petty crimes and then all of a sudden they will be labeled as evil if they do something that's worse than what they're already doing. If it's like, oh, you're actually hurting people or doing, doing bad deeds with the information, then it's considered evil. Because the problem with tarot cards is because of people being able to predict the future, okay? Like you got to understand, like there's a lot of, okay, so back in the day they had, the horoscopes, they had, different stuff, and it's like people would try to make sense of what the information that they know. But you got to understand the evilness happened when people were making money off of it, okay? So I'll tell you guys how it came about. It's like way back in like the Babylonian days, and whatnot. So it's like the people that did tarot back in the day, they were making money off of selling fortune telling, bro. Now, it's crazy. It's kind of symbolic to you actually, getting fortune cookies, from, your meals when you go get, Chinese food or whatnot, you get like a little fortune cookie. But like the messages that come up from the people that give these readings is that the readings are coming from a source that is not, it's not godly. It's like they're hearing from demons, if that makes sense. It's almost like they're hearing right from the devil himself with the information that they get for these readings. Okay. Now the problem is this: the reading is dangerous because you could literally curse somebody's life and cause problems just off of you telling them certain things, like far as um telling them something false and then they actually believe in it. And then where two agree, it's almost like that's enough energy to manifest that outcome. Now, the problem, what I was gonna say, is with the tarot cards is that you don't know where the initiation is coming from. See, you don't know whether or not the information came from somebody of good. See, you can't even differentiate. Oh, is that, like, who are you hearing from? See, because when you, why I said back in the day, the tarot cards was a way for other, for people to make a living off of by fortune telling. So it's almost like a fortune cookie, how there's a message within the cookie, right? When you crack it open. The thing about it is that people will listen and trust what they saw, meaning they'll look at the witch and believe everything that witch is telling them, only to not question the information. See? Like, who's telling you that? Who's telling you this and that and everything that you're telling me? Now, the way that the mind works is this. When you look at it from a psychological standpoint, is that people, like, and I'm gonna tell you, this is why I don't do it now. This is considered evil. And the reason why I don't do it, because it's deception. So, for instance, you got a lot of YouTubers that have channels. They know they know how to control your mind. Okay. Now, mind control, it stems in a person having to, focus on what's in front of them. Now, what they do is they grab the tarot cards to hold your attention, bro. It's like a spell. It's like they, soon as the astrologer gets on the YouTube, like far as the YouTube channel, what they do is they they basically put a spell on you. See, that spell happens to where they literally start to watch you, to where now you watching them, and now you literally glued to the images and the cards and all the stuff in front of you. And little do you know, the information is not coming from them. See, it's coming from them demons. It's coming from them just telling you anything, and you just nodding and saying, yeah, okay, yeah, 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 all right. And you just accepting what they're saying from, you don't even know the source. You don't even know if the source is coming from um a lower frequency. See? But if, because you don't know, you pay for something, and these people charging you hundreds of dollars to get readings, and you don't even know that they absolutely don't even know anything about your situation, and they simply can't help you. See? But you will pay these folks to deceive you. Anybody can say, oh, yeah, because some of them will get a little background on you. Some of them will get a little, familiarity regarding your situation. Oh, tell me about this person. Tell me about that person. But a lot of times it's like people don't understand that they go off of the very information that you already tell them, and they just find a way to make it sound good to sell you on that particular lie. Now, the reason why I don't do tarot cards is because I know, going back to the thing that I was just telling you all about in this live, I already know what they're about. See, I already know that, and I'm gonna tell you, got to be very, very careful, Those cards are cursed, Brody. Like, there's certain things that people don't understand is that some things in life are forbidden, some things are cursed to those that partake in those type of like games and those type of like situations, bro. It can really, really do damage in your life. The difference that I of how I do my content is this: I don't use tarot cards and I don't do readings. But what I do offer is intuitive insights. Intuitive insights is me giving you insight based on how my intuition works. See? And that's real. It's not no damn cards. I'm not doing no cards because I'm just gonna come off the straight intuition. See? And that's more powerful when you're not trying to control someone with the information. Cause this is the thing. Tarot cards is a form of witchcraft, okay? In case you didn't know it. It's a form of witchcraft. Witchcraft was made to control people. See, to control people in their lives. Without control, the people cannot hold you what? They cannot hold your attention. See? So that was the whole reality of that. Now, another thing too, why? Because you gotta understand, anytime you have an object, see, people don't understand the psychological aspects. It's almost like if you have an object in your hand and you're either, you're either shuffling cards or you just got something in your hand, you're constantly. That's why, if you guys haven't noticed, there's a lot of YouTubers that will have like a few dollars in their hand. They'll have a $5 bill, a couple singles, and then they'll just, make noise and just, shout and just like keep on swerving the bills and just keep counting stuff because they realize that holds people's attention by having something shuffling, grabbing, something that you can actually show on the camera, and it actually does create engagement. Like the one YouTuber, what is his name, that talks about, astrology, his name's Fernando, right? If you notice, every time you watch one of his videos, he laughs. He laughs at the first, like, what, 3 to 5 seconds of his videos. And that's to create engagement. See, he understands the hook, that to hook the viewer. So what he does is sit there and laugh, and it captures your attention and has you watching the video for like the first 5, 6 seconds of the video, and you don't even realize that um that's an actual hook in his video that he has to do. See, to hook the audience. So this. I can't make this up, bro. People do a lot, and you think that, oh, they're really happy, or this is, they really think something's funny. And little do you know, this is just an illusion, bro. Just an illusion. And when you find out the truth, now you don't even hear from the person, or they switch up, start a new channel or something. It's like, you got to really know if it's the truth, you should be able to do it again and again and again and again. It should be able to, run it back 3, 4 times. But if you can't, it's because, oh, it was the facade the whole damn time. You just didn't know it. Now let me see. Let me see. Yeah, it's definitely some truth to it. Let me see. Yeah, you gotta block folks, because if you don't, man, they'll just keep coming back. Let me see here. Let me see. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Misty, he's the old man with the old man. He's always like drinking some type of like, some type of drink, some type of, and he's always laughing. But it's like, he does. I mean, he does touch on a lot of different things, but he teaches it like differently. But like, even before I started my channel, I used to watch him often, but I used to always see him laugh at the beginning. But I realized that's like his little intro, like his little hook and everything. But I do know that it's there to, create engagement, to keep, people's attention on his video. So it's usually in the first couple seconds of what, a hook will consist of. But it's like, I just know for my content, I rather just give intuitive insights. That's what my business is. I give intuitive insights based off of, whatever it is you tell me about whatever your situation is. And shout out to what's her name, Lady T Lotto, because I mean she's a Libra. She actually bought some of my services, and she said I was spot on with the, in regards to her situation regarding her Scorpio. She said her Scorpio boyfriend was like not coming in the house at night, or like every time he would get off of work, he would always just park in the lot and not get out the car. And I told her that what it was, like, it must be some, maybe another woman in the area, or, maybe he just waiting. That could be a cue for somebody else to come outside, or he ain't just sitting in his car just because he's hot, or hey, whatever the situation may be, it could be a signal. See, like Batman, like how, the little sign on the little lamp was shown through the city, which, is like when in those put it, even though that's an example, it's like it's in those moments where you could look at something and it's not even what you think it is. See, it's like you got to look at things and know that, oh, this is a sign. See, a signal. He's standing in his car around a certain time could be a signal that he wants the other girl to, like, know that he's home, whatever it is. Hey, this is a little signal I'm sending out to let you know when I'm home. And you got to be careful, because it's in those moments where that's how people, set things up or be sneaky or doing, God knows what. Let me see. I don't even know who that is, Lil Dana. I don't know who that is. You have to let me know in the I said in the comments for sure. But yeah, let me let y'all know about these, because I got off topic again. I do apologize for that. Let me see if I could find what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, so um okay, so I'm just gonna talk about I skim through these, pretty quick. So like, when a Pisces might feel better just being off single, sometimes, like I say, you just absorb your partner's emotions. See, like you could tell if your partner doesn't care, so then it's almost like you're not gonna care. That's why a lot of times people don't, you may not mesh or get along with people, is because that you basically are being just like them. See, because you mirror their energy, and it's almost like once you pick up on your partner's emotions, you just realize, oh, like maybe your partner had a bad day at work or something, and then all of a sudden you absorb it. See, you absorb their emotions regarding it, and then it's like your whole mood ends up shifting too. You may just need, a long time to recharge. And sometimes it's like, if you go through a situation where, maybe you were constantly texting, then all of a sudden you just chose to disappear to reset mentally. See, because a lot of time you can get worn out by somebody that's like overly texting or calling to where you may, find a need to do so. Um Another thing is that you can romanticize people too quickly. And that happened to me, because it was like soon as I realized that old girl and shit, and the crazy thing is her name is well, she had a little nickname. Her name was like Magic, okay? And she had, that was, I believe that was her stripper name, but she was a Gemini. I don't know why a lot of Geminis become strippers, but I think that's just a Gemini thing that they. Because the thing about it, and this is where like Pisces and Gemini actually have, a put it like this, it's like a compatibility is through sex, okay? Because it's almost like, but then at the same time they can have issues, because sometimes Pisces might have to might want to have things a certain way where Gemini might not want it that way. But it's like that could just be something that they can have, when they actually bump heads, but at the same time it actually could keep the relationship because she could actually stay with a Pisces just because the sex is good. Um Now another thing is sometimes a Pisces can just simply attract emotionally unavailable people. So like a person can avoid a commitment with a Pisces, but then at the same time they could love the support that they get. See, you could also get drained by clingy partners such as like Cancer. Um, because the thing about it is these type of people will always need things from you or need let's just say for example they need updates about whatever it is that they're some type of project that they may be working on. um let's just say you forgive to many red flags that you come across. Remember the red flags as you experience them, you're just supposed to turn away from it. Let me see. Or it could be because you highly intuitive is why you might just remain single, because you just don't, you just sense cheating before it even happens, and before the proof of appears in the situation. You can just disappear, like I say, when you feel overwhelmed. Um, so it's in a lot of different different ways of why you could just be the type of person that just want peace at the house. Because the whole constant drama that you experience, it can make you detach or want just want to get away from folks. Now, let's say you just struggle with boundaries. That could be another reason why, um, you could just go into a situation where you keep saying yes when you're tired of the person. You could get bored with just routines. Um, like let's just say if you have the same damn date every time y'all get up with each other, that could be a situation as well that could feel stale eventually. Um, so yeah, that's the thing. Like a lot of times too, a Pisces needs creativity. A Pisces likes to have somebody, to talk to have those deep conversations. Um, but then it's like once the Pisces see like, okay, boom, that's not gonna happen or whoop de woo, then it's like they won't be a part of it. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. So another thing too, a Pisces also wants to be able to trust. Because we gotta trust like the person that we're dealing with, and if we don't, is all hell gonna break loose from that. Sometimes, like I say, being single just feels peaceful, more peaceful. You realize your happiest moments. It always happens alone, so you can be in that type of mindset. So you could just be like I say, protecting your energy. You could value your emotions. Um, you can always just be you know, craving a deep intimacy. Now that's the thing, like that's how Pisces are wired. They like to have the deep intimacy. So it's like the whole casual situation would be thrown out, it'd be out the window. Um, Sometimes a Pisces can just isolate when they're hurt. As I mentioned, sometimes they just don't like to discuss issues. Um, but at the same time they'll vanish. So that's just a Pisces trait. Now, here's the thing with Pisces, okay? So why a Pisces may feel like they just want to stay single is because they can the intuition automatically spots fake behavior, okay? And that's the thing, like you can't fake nothing with Pisces. Pisces will always know how you really feel. Um, and that, like I say, it Pisces is really tied to everybody's emotions. So a Pisces can feel everything, like every single angle of whatever it is that's going on. Um, Now Another thing with Pisces is they have attention span to where they can get bored with routines. So, you know, you don't want to just be on the same date, going to the same spots. Um, like I say, a Pisces may stay single because they love freedom, okay? So this could be that, a relationship could feel like a job to a Pisces, and that could be a reason why Pisces might want to stay single. Also, too, a Pisces might want, a godly man, or they might want somebody that's actually uh, has a spiritual life, and sometimes they won't even want anything else because they know they could be in a situation where they're torn, but at the same time they could be have those beliefs that they want somebody that's like in church, or somebody that got a relationship with God, because they realize like they know how the person gonna treat them if they have that background. Um, Also, too, a Pisces may just simply not like to be controlled. As Pisces, they hate to be, controlled by anyone, anything. And let's just say a Pisces could get to territorial, where they say who you could talk to, who you can't talk to. Um, like I say, a Pisces may also like to stay single because they just want to uh you know, when they don't want to get overwhelmed. It's almost like they don't want to get feel that emotional stress that they oftentimes have experienced. So they may feel like the peace just matters more than arguments. And yeah, that's the biggest thing for a Pisces. So let me see if I had something else for y'all real quick. Check real quick. Yeah, so yeah, oh shit. I was just watching. But yeah, other than that, you guys, smash. Let me see. Wait, let me see. See, John said, "Would you rather find 1,000 cockroaches in your attic or find a homeless man living up there?" Um, Shit, neither. Neither. If I had to choose, yeah, I wouldn't want 1,000 cockroaches. I think I would say growing up, my people, used to have roaches and stuff, but it was like I remember my auntie, she had them real bad. She had a house full of roaches. But I remember one time when I went to this Libra's house, and she had them everywhere, but they had like garbage, in the kitchen overflowing. Like I ain't never seen nobody like garbage can overflow like that, to where I'm like, damn, those roaches were everywhere, bro. And she was a Libra, and the roaches were so bad in her house because you could actually see them like as you would open the door. They were like literally, they didn't get no damn disease. That's how you know the house is nasty as hell, when the roaches don't even run from you anymore. Like the roaches was just literally like playing tag and literally like infinite recess. And I literally walked in and they just kept like running, like walking around, like they wasn't even trying to hide whether the light was on, the light was off. And I'm like, damn, that's a lot of roaches. Cause for you to be like, and that's what I'm saying, being aware, I could see them all, and I'm like, oh my God, like how can you like live, or just like how do you live with roaches or live with them to where them just being out and about, it was like literally not phasing her. She was looking extremely comfortable. I'm looking at her like, how if you at somebody's house and they got roaches, you never really want to like take your shoes off or get comfortable. You can't even take your coat off. You be so uncomfortable that you be afraid that you're gonna take them home with you or something. So like if one crawl in your shoe or your shirt or your jacket or whatever, it's like, um, man, I just literally, when I came over there, and then what made me leave was because she was like, I had met her off like a little chat line, a little dating app or something. And then I think it was like Tinder. And then next thing you know, I went over her house and I realized something. I'm like, yo, all these roaches. Then I like the garbage was overfilled. And then I was just like, yo, what's going on? And man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like she had like, I don't know what the hell, like, so she laid on the bed and then she took all her clothes off and I seen something that didn't look right. It was like these so I forgot what it's called, but it's called a cyst or something. It's I forgot the name. I can't remember the name of what she had, but she took her clothes off. Man, I'm talking about I have never in my life seen no shit like this. Like it wasn't even like no herpes. It was like some crazy like bumps that were like they look like how can I say it? It looked like a skin condition that it was like all these little like bumps or like they were like pink with like how can I say it? It was like pink and it was like all these little patches and like all kind of like just uh it looked like how can I say it? It looked like skin that was um like a growth or something and it was all over her like her private like all over her like stuff bro on the sides in between her thighs everywhere and I said yo I said yo what is that and then she said oh that's nothing that's a skin condition and that, it's not contagious and whoop-de-woo and I'm like shit that ain't that I was like nah that's contagious bro. I said, ain't no way. She said, I'll send you the paperwork. I'm like, but the crazy thing was this, y'all. She did not send a my chart, bro. Like she didn't. She did all this explaining, and literally, I'm like, why didn't she just show me her my chart? Why would you try to explain that to somebody? She claimed it was something that it was almost like a growth, something that just happened on its own. But she was like literally trying to avoid just showing me the my chart. And I was like, nah, I can't even do it, man. I told her, nah, after seeing that, I can't even like do nothing with you. And I left. And I'm glad I did because when I kept like, trying to play, just trying to think everything through, I realized like, yo, why would she even like let me see that? That sounds like some type of you know, excuse getting ready to say, "Oh, you knew I had this or whatever." And it's like, "Nah." I was like, "Nah, I'm not doing none of this." Like, cause I was scared, bro. I ain't never in my life seen nothing like that ever. Like ever, bro. That was the most like craziest shit I ever seen in my life to know that something was like super, super like, mm-mm. I can't even like if y'all would have seen that shit, y'all would have probably threw up. Probably would have threw up. Like when I saw it, I got scared because I'm like, I seen it. And it's like all these little red, like little um lesions of like just like, and they were like crusty, like looking. I'm like, it wasn't herpes though. It was just like another type of situation going on with her body to where it was just like she said it was something that she had been going to the doctor for a couple of times for. I'm like, nah, bro. And that's the shit that's the shit like I'll be scared about for the like for the youth and like the new generation cuz like it's like nowadays people don't be giving a damn. They'll pass that shit out to everybody. And I was just like, yo, why you didn't turn the, why you didn't do this? Why you didn't do that? And she literally, folks just really don't tell they don't tell you anything. They don't care. But yeah, I appreciate everybody coming out, smash the like button. I'm trying to do some more reaction videos as well, far as like people's signs, pertaining to certain videos. Um, so yeah, this will be like a mixture. So I'm still doing like the astrology videos. I'm still doing Pisces videos here too, as well as my other channel. Team Pisces is my backup channel, but I'm still gonna be, releasing content on there too. Just as well as this one. But I'll be doing reaction videos as well on this one too. So I actually got a chance to fix my little PC, my little situation. But yeah, smash the like button you haven't, subscribe if you haven't. I love y'all. Catch y'all on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace out.